I just got to put out there that I've been on the verge of tears all day since my daughter played me Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror this morning, followed by Kesha's Praying, which I feel like is a very good anthem for us all to listen to right now. I want to thank you, Jen, Loja, wherever you went, and to my Penguin family, and to my greater publishing family, all of whom have become more dear to me in the last 2 years than ever before. But who I really want to thank tonight is NCAC, and not because they're giving me an award, which seems a little bit backwards, because what I did was write some books, but it was NCAC who galvanized the troop, revealing allies that I didn't know I had, when one of those books, just one day, was challenged for, as far as I can tell, showing a young woman with sexual agency, which I guess scares a lot of people. Blessed be the fruit. So NCAC, I actually want to honor you tonight for that support, but also for so much more. It is the eve of the most important election of our lifetime. And I'm not going to lecture you all because I feel pretty confident that I know this room and that a lot of people in this room have been out there canvassing and texting and postcarding and doing all the things. And I know that you have all studied your voter guides, even the really confusing amendments, and are going to vote all the way down the ballot tomorrow. So I don't want to lecture you, but what I do want to do is to invite you to think about resistance, which a lot of us have been engaged in for the last 2 years, but which NCAC has been engaged in for its entire existence. And I think while I appreciated this organization when it came to my defense in 2015, I didn't really understand the enormity of the work it has done until the past 2 years, when I really began to think about what it means to resist, what it means to build coalitions, what it means to continue fighting the good fight no matter what. Because there's a through line between NCAC galvanizing allies to challenge the removal of Courtney Summers' Some Girls from a reading list, and the massive coalition of people who took part in the Women's March. There's a through line between NCAC's repeated defense of Khaled Hosseini's The Kite Runner and the spontaneous protests that took place at airports around the country when the Muslim ban was instituted. There's a through line between NCAC defending yet another Harry Potter challenge, yes, still, and the millions of people who took to the streets to protest family separation, perhaps the most Voldemortian tactic of this government so far. There is a through line running from NCAC fighting to keep books like The Hate You Give and Eleanor and Park and Looking for Alaska and Two Boys Kissing and Tango Makes Three and The Bluest Eye and even Just One Day on shelves. There's a through line between that and the resistance that we have taken part in that tomorrow we will hopefully see come to fruition as we reverse the biggest challenge of them all, the one to the very core of American democracy. But there's also a through line between everything NCAC does, everything it has done, and what happens on November 7th. The day after the election. Because NCAC has been steadfastly doing this work for years, and it doesn't stop in defeat or victory. When it reverses a challenge on a book, it doesn't sort of say, oh, that's it, censorship over, go and take a nap. It remains vigilant, ready for the next challenge. And when on occasion it does not succeed in overcoming a challenge, it does not pick up its toys and go home. It does not mope, it does not check out because it's just too depressing, it does not give up. So I'm asking all of us tonight not only to keep supporting the profoundly important work of resistance that NCAC has been doing all these years, I'm asking us to take a page from NCAC's book, so to speak, to keep resisting even when it seems like we've won, to keep resisting even when it seems like we've lost, to hold our allies close, to keep our coalition strong, to keep fighting intolerance, bigotry, and fear, to keep preventing the loud minority from overpowering what we know to be the majority, to keep doing the work no matter what happens tomorrow or the next day or in 2020 or beyond, to keep pushing back, to keep resisting, to keep retaking this country one reader, one voter, one heart at a time. Thank you.